That intro was so short. We should just play it again.
Maybe.
I mean, nobody's here yet. We could.
I gotta change it. Yeah, go ahead and play it again.
Why not? Let's go.
All right. We're stuck in a time loop.
You don't want to go again?
Yeah, what the hell? Let's go.
Well, let's run it again. Let's run it again. Kayla said, I think my TV is on repeat. Aliens are coming.
Namaste, salutations, greetings, welcome. What's up? It's Thursday. It's 9 o'clock.
That makes this Thursday Night Vibes with
Master Roachee and
Queen Kate. Hi, guys. The talent.
Still don't know what that means, but it's in her title, so we'll go with it. Yeah, I really do need to rework that intro.
We need to fiddle around with a lot of stuff. We're just so busy.
It's a little short and a little abrupt.
It is short.
And abrupt.
It is short and abrupt.
So that is on my to-do list. So what's up? It's Thursday. Almost kicked the week in the dick.
Well, as I was telling you when our intro was playing for the fourth time, so I don't have my phone tonight, so I can't share out to a bunch of places
No. Wait.
No, I'm getting to it. I'm going to explain.
Explain
no.
You don't have your phone tonight.
I'm gonna explain.
Right.
But so I don't have my phone tonight, so I can't share the live out to a bunch of places like I usually do on Facebook. So I don't have my phone tonight because I've been fiddling. Huh? What?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
You talking trash?
No.
You trying to fight?
It wouldn't be much of a fight.
Whatever, bud. Whatever. Any hoozle. So I don't have my phone tonight because of boob sweat. So I was outside fiddling around, and it is so hot outside, and I didn't have a bra on, and I also didn't have pockets. That was the other thing. When I don't have pockets, my phone goes right underneath my boob because my boobs will hold it and it'll stay there. But anyway, somehow I got boob sweat in my charging port and moisture detected, and my phone won't charge when there's moisture in my charging port. So right now my phone's in a bag of rice.
My rice?
Yes, your rice. Your rice is sucking the boob sweat out of my phone.
Throw it away.
No, I'm going to cook it for dinner tomorrow night. I'm going to cook it for dinner tomorrow night, and I'm not going to tell you. If we have rice tomorrow, watch out, bud.
Throw it away. Throw it away.
No, that's supper tomorrow, buddy.
This show is brought to you by Master Roachee's Garden, masterroacheesgarden.com, for all of your CBD needs, from beard oil to full spectrum CBD oils to our new muscle cream, muscle and joint cream.
Yes.
Later on, I am going to be introducing yet one more new product.
Hi, Denise. Hi, Sally. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Mom.
Hello, all. Namaste. Namaste. Welcome. So, what's been going on?
I think I almost gave myself heat exhaustion today. I didn't even do that much outside. So I started cleaning out my mini fridge, and yeah, I was doing it outside because the mini fridge was not my mini fridge before it was my mini fridge, and it had a bunch of somebody else's stuff in it, and it hadn't been opened in a year.
Well, that's kind of nasty.
Oh, it was gross. It's still gross because I'm not done. But so I took all the pieces out, went out to the yard, was washing them off. I was pouring sweat the whole time. I got all the pieces washed. I just have to finish washing the main fridge itself. But I was waiting until it defrosted because it was on before I started cleaning it out. So like the freezer part was all icy, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't icy when I cleaned it. That way I could get it nice and thoroughly clean.
You want it dry, and then you want to wipe it down with like a cap full of bleach and a gallon a gallon of water.
So I'm hitting it with the Angry Orange to get like most of the grime off initially, and then I've got a bottle of Comet out there right now.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Hi, Uncle Donnie. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Herschel and Leslie.
Namaste, all. Namaste.
Hi, guys.
Namaste.
Hi, Steven.
Yes, Donnie. Good to see you tuning in. I'm happy for that.
Oh. Was he not here on Monday?
I don't know. I'm always happy when Donnie tunes in.
Oh, I mean, me too, but...
No, you're not.
Excuse me.
He knows the kind of trash you talk when you're not on the air.
I'm his favorite. He's my favorite. What are you talking about?
He tells everybody that.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, bud.
It's like getting your secret name at summer camp to make you feel better.
Not doing too bad tonight, Herschel and Leslie. Not doing too bad.
No.
It's Friday Eve.
Well, I've got actually several rants tonight. You
have several rants tonight? Okay. Well, that's okay because I've got uncomfortable moments for us tonight.
Oh, good. So I'm going to start on the first rant, and this has to do with Monday night's show. And you probably are not aware of it if you tuned in to watch the show live, because it didn't have any bearing on the show. It kind of did. We all of a sudden went off the air, and we couldn't figure out what it was. I thought Caitlin had killed the show. No. And it turned out it wasn't Caitlin, it wasn't the internet, it was Facebook, along with Warner Brother Records, that stopped our program. Then when we came back live, they did not allow our program to be recorded. So we have no metrics. There is no replay on Facebook. You can find it on, it didn't affect YouTube or Rumble or Twitch. I think we're
good on Twitch.
Yeah, we're good on Twitch. So it didn't affect those, but it did affect Facebook. What happened was, we are very, very, very careful on this show to work with artists themselves or their studios. Mm-hmm. And, we have a great relations with Postal Recording, Postal Studios. And they send us this great big playlist, and we're always checking out new artists. In fact, Galaxy will be here on September 4th on Monday night. Mm-hmm. And they are... we want to play some of them tonight.
You want me to play Galaxy? Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I want to play some Galaxy tonight.
I can do that.
So they're going to be joining us. Anyway, we played a song, and Caitlin asked, can we play that? And I said yes, because I thought it was off of the Postal Jams playlist. It turned out It wasn't, and that was Sometimes Always by the Jesus and Mary Chain. Uh, anyway, Warner uh, had a conniption fit, and that's why they didn't just delete their portion, that song. They deleted the whole broadcast. And they screw their artists. They're screwing the public. I remember back when I played, and we did a CD, and I literally took it around begging radio stations or somebody to play it, because the record companies have everything monopolized. If it doesn't come through them, then good chance on hearing it on something commercial. Thank God that some of these platforms for artists are coming out for Spotify, because we don't make any money off the music we play. We're not compensated.
Hi, Jane.
In
Hi, Jill.
any fashion.
Hi, Ronald. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Josh. Hi, Lance. Sorry.
We just like to help artists get their music out. That's all we want to do. We don't profit from this at all.
And the way I look at it is I want to introduce people to their new favorite songs.
Right, yeah. Exactly. And I really liked that song, and I thought it was on the Postal. But anyway, between Zuckerberg sucking Warner's man or womanhood, anyway, they kind of took that show off. It makes me wonder, why are we even screwing around with Facebook anymore? I mean, there's so many better platforms for the show out there that we don't have to worry about all of the. I mean, we do very well of staying within the community standards.
Yeah.
And keeping the show PG.
I'm trying to.
PG-13 sometimes are on Thursday nights, but. The point is, we try to do this. We try to help out new artists, and these multi-billion dollar corporations are worried about a little show like ours playing unlicensed.
Sharing some tasty licks with our favorite buds.
Yeah, it's just really upsetting and
balderdash,
maddening and frustrating.
Malarkey, poppycock.
So, to Zuckerberg and to Warner Records.
Mom said huzzah.
Huzzah.
Out of the room. Because I said all.
And if you missed it,
words.
To Warner Records. To Facebook.
Wait. So this one's to Warner Records? The lefty is Warner Records.
It could be.
And righty is Facebook.
Yeah. Or you could reverse them, and it works either way.
Either way.
It works either way, and that's the beautiful thing about the two. But yeah, it's disappointing. So yeah, highly considering maybe just.
Is this PG-13?
I don't know. Are you learning to sign?
No.
Yes, you are.
I am not.
Yes, you are. You are learning to practice American Sign Language, and that is. So, as far as I'm concerned,
to all our American Sign Language friends out there,
yes. But anyway, it's frustrating, and I don't know why we continue to screw around. In fact, I think I've had a Twitter account or X account for a long time, and just never used it. And I think maybe it's time to start streaming on X. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe soon. Soon.
We're all set up to do it. We're going to upgrade our StreamYard here probably in a month. And that's going to bring us all kinds of new crazy options that will really improve the show. But it is a little costly, so we're building up to it.
Jill said, my son's not watching the screen, so I say NC-17, LOL.
NC-17.
Fair.
Well, yeah, fair.
There were a lot of for that couple of minutes there were a lot of middle fingers flying around.
But we do our best to keep it more PG-13.
Hi, Mike.
Yes.
I just make noises sometimes. You should know this by now.
It sounds like a rattle when you shake your head. That's okay.
Hi, Doyle.
Namaste, Doyle. Namaste. I tell you, it was so hot yesterday. When I was out, that I almost had a panic attack. It felt like I was just sitting in a sauna. So I didn't go out today.
I don't know if you can see it. Come here.
Yes.
Come here. I don't know if you can see it, but look at Mike Jenkins's profile picture. It's the original Facebook profile picture,
yes,
but it's got
we're flying double birds
with birds.
I
Yes.
like Mike's take on Facebook.
Yes,
I do. I give you a thumbs up on that, Mike. I give you a thumbs up on that.
You ever just look at your thumbs? My thumbs look weird on camera.
And that's why I want to tell everybody, don't send us stars. Don't send us stars. Give us a follow. Do comments. Do reactions. Because when you send us stars, you just give money to Facebook. What do we get?
What, I think it's like 20%.
Yeah, 10 or 20%. So
Mom would know.
Yeah,
Ma?
If you send $1 worth of stars, we get like 10 cents.
I can't hear you, Mom. Try again.
When we want to hear, we can't. When we don't want to hear, clear as day.
She'll come for you. You better watch out. You're on her shit list. So
why am I on her shit list? I haven't done anything.
Because you guys are married, so you're always on each other's shit lists.
I don't have a list.
You do have a shit list, and it goes Crystal, Kate, Jamie.
It's a penny per star, and then they charge you so much when you cash it out.
Huzzah!
Right. So not much. So save your money.
And I think it costs to buy the stars. It's more than that. So they're getting a huge percentage.
I think it's only like 20%.
Yeah.
Just save your money. Give us a like, a share, a follow.
Yeah, and reactions. That's better than stars. We're not here.
Welcome in.
We're not here to support Facebook. We're here to entertain and have fun. And if you want to spend your money, go to MasterRoachee'sGarden.com. MasterRoachee'sGarden.com. We have all kinds of ways for you to spend your money. Check out our gummies. People are loving them. Loving the gummies.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh, but we are getting reports that sometimes a half is even better than just one.
Actually, they say chew them up real fine rather than sucking on them. Chew them up and swallow them, or
yes, don't swallow them whole because they will hit you hard like an edible, and you will go night night. Chew them up and let them dissolve a little bit, and chew them up, then swallow them.
Chew them up,
and it will hit you less as an edible and more as a oil or.
Jill, my crown, the base color is gold. You can't see it very well on camera, but the base color is gold, and then it has green and white gems. Mine does. Hi, Dabby. Hi, Mike. Hi, Josh.
Namaste. Oh, namaste. Well, why don't you pull up our first tasty lick of the evening?
I can do that.
What is the first tasty lick of the evening?
I don't know.
It's called
she doesn't know.
Gold Tooth by Sounds Okay.
Name this band. Sounds okay. Sounds okay.
I want a gold tooth, and I want it right in the front. I need a bad bitch to take me out when I'm drunk, and we'll I wanna go to, and I want it right in the front. I'll take a good go and pull her down by her tongue. And when she hates me, I'll be a little bit worse. I wanna go to, and I don't care who it She'll never say that she loves me. She knows that I don't want to hear it. I'll never hold her above me. I just wanna go I wanna go to, and I want it right in the front. I need a bad bitch to take me out when I'm drunk, and we'll take her car, and then I'll crash at her house. I wanna go to, and I'll pull it right from her mouth.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
And yes, Dick, I give it a 9 because it's got a beat that I can move to.
That was Goldtooth by Sounds Okay.
And that was me talking to Dick Clark on American Bandstand.
Hello, Paul. Hi,
Vernon, namaste, my man. We need to talk. We never caught up after you got back from Colorado because you went to California. But we got to talk. We're going to be in Kansas City here in a few weeks for the
The
Missouri Cannabis Cup.
Yeah, that thing.
The Missouri Cannabis Cup. Definitely coming over. I'm sorry about we never confirmed on the last weekend. So if let's talk and maybe work something out. Yes. Need to get you on the show. And the rest of the people that have agreed to come on the show either Monday night or Thursday night, pulling out a calendar, I'm going to get Mama Roachee on kind of the horn during the day where she can do messenger and get everybody set up and dates and times.
When is the Missouri Cannabis Cup? Josh wants to know.
is that September 23rd, I do believe.
Yeah.
September 23rd.
That
We'll be
sounds
throwing up flyers. Going to be joining Waxy Brown with some veteran stuff while we're down there. We're also going to be set up. So come down to the Missouri Cannabis Cup, September 23rd. Next weekend, or this weekend, like
See you there, Josh.
2 days, we are going to be
Hello,
in West
Autumn.
Chicago for the Little Bean Cannabis Farmers Market, or Little Bean Farmers Market. Shh, about the cannabis. But it's going to be a good time. Moved to a new venue. This is going to be a monthly event until I believe October, and then they're looking at some indoor facilities. Going to be a beautiful Saturday. The weather's going to break. It's going to cool down. If you're in the Chicago area, come out and join us. Going to have food trucks, musicians. I think it's just going to be a good time. Going to be a lot of vendors there. Come and hang out with us. Caitlin's going to be there.
JR said pick me up on the way through.
Yeah, JR. That's not far from you. You should...
we'll throw you in the back of the Roachee mobile and just ride.
Right. You'll have to ride.
Hi, Alex.
Ride with the tables and chairs and canopy and stuff.
And beard oil and all that jazz.
Yeah, but I think you can make yourself comfortable.
I think you can.
But you should come out and join us at over at West Chicago.
Be a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look for the flyers. Going to be a real good time.
Hi,
Real good
Autumn.
time.
So
that's part of it.
that's part of it.
Rant number 2.
Rant numero dos.
I tell you, I am full of it tonight because now we are entering the lying season.
The lying season.
The lying season. It's the season where all the liars take to the television and tell you what they think you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And reason to put them back in the most profitable job they ever had. Even if they come in, absolutely destitute and broke, they will leave multimillionaires. Yes, I'm talking about our political friends, the politicians.
Alex, everybody needs some beard oil in their life.
Oh, I dig the beard oil. So take everything with a little grain of salt. Anybody out there that is not talking about truly uniting everybody and policies that are going to work for all of us, not these fringe-ass policies that they want you to focus on, that tear us apart and keeping us from coming together on the important things. Don't listen to them. They'd be lying to you.
Sounds super sus. What's that? Oh.
What's that?
That's more good stuff.
It drops in there.
And does that?
I don't.
What happens if you light that on fire?
You're not going to find out. There's so much positivity and so many things that brings us together that we should not, and I will not allow the media and the politicians to change my mind. I just will not buy into radical ideology on either side of the aisle. Don't vote party, vote person. Listen to their platform. Listen to what they're actually talking about. Ask questions, not about the huge issues, but the local issues that matter.
Hi, Amanda.
That's so important. So important. I haven't filed the paperwork. I will probably do it after the first of the year for the House of Representatives.
For your runnings.
Yeah, for me. But I'm running for the District 42 House of Representatives in Indiana. Probably not going to get elected because I'm a third party. Nobody likes third party. But please, listen to everybody out there. Don't just pull a red or blue lever or punch that. Understand the issues, know what they're saying, and get involved.
get involved.
But
that's the only way that there's going to be change. Like, if
Yeah.
everybody just keeps going with the party that they've always went with, regardless of like where they stand on issues, just like continues to blindly follow whichever side, nothing's ever going to change. Honestly, I think we need to do away with the two-party system. I think we're to the point where it's time to just toss it in the trash.
Well, two-party system works, but a single-party system doesn't work. We need to have multiple voices, multiple points of view out there. I'm just just really sick of it. So much has changed in the last, just since the 80s. My God, I don't think any of us would have ever thought that, this Orwellian future would actually start taking hold. But it's gotten so much worse. The government is so much more intrusive. Our freedoms are being chipped away daily. They tell us it's for our protection, and we willingly give up our freedoms.
So
we've got to stop that. Nothing is going to protect you 100%. But if you keep on losing your freedoms, you'll never be protected.
So both JR and Kayla in the comments are saying Master Roachee for president. So I put up a classic old hashtag. This hashtag isn't for a giveaway or anything. It's just a hashtag that I like to be out there. I just went and popped it up. Hashtag Kate for governor. Master Roachee for president and Kate for governor.
Right. But we got to quit allowing them to divide us and separate us and infuse hate and racism on both sides. We just can't allow it. They're gonna tear us apart, and things have gotten so much worse. And I hope people are just about ready to say, let's put a stop to this. This stuff. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. This stuff with Trump is wrong. It's just wrong. We've never had this. This shouldn't be happening, because now they have opened up the door for this to happen all the time. They've made this acceptable. And for a long time, this country said, we are not going to get the law involved in politics. And we've had some presidents that have done some really bad things.
Steve, I'm glad you know about National Strike Day. Do you know about National Strike Day?
No, I don't think I do.
There is a national strike going on September 1st.
All right.
And nobody's going to work on September 1st.
Well, then, count me in.
Count me in.
What day is that?
September 1st.
What day?
Oh, like day of the week?
Yes, day of the week.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm not going to work on that day.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to do a live strike broadcast.
A strike.
Yeah.
Strike broadcast. Broadcasts from the bunker as we write out the strike.
Right.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't heard about that, actually. So I know it's all over TikTok. The strike on September 1st.
I know people say that we should get more involved in TikTok.
Steve said it's on a Friday. So my problem with TikTok is you have to have 1,000 followers before you go live, and I wouldn't have any problems with us being on TikTok if we could just go live now.
Yeah, I have there is a Master Roachee's TikTok out there.
Yeah, there is a Master Roachee TikTok, and there's a couple TikTok videos out there, but we just never really we like, honestly, with running the business and all the other stuff we do, since we do both still work full-time jobs. Yeah,
TikTok and Instagram went by the side, and so did X, Twitter. We just never developed those. We just decided to develop Facebook.
You got to strike on Friday, September 1st, JR. You got to do it. You got to do it. Because he said we don't stop working in my field. Work doesn't stop in my field either. I work in healthcare. However, I'm not going to work on Friday, September 1st. I'm not scheduled on that day as of right now. So kind of works out.
Well, yeah, we'll make it a date. We'll make it a date. But say no to division. Yes to unity. embrace each other, find the similarities, don't buy into the bullshit. Uh, you know, Sooner or later we've got to stand up and say we've had enough. We're not gonna go down this road. So that's my second rant.
So Steven said, this is how we come together and stick it to the man and bring prices back down and bring our pay up. So the whole everything right now, the American dollar isn't worth jack diddly squat.
No, and
all of the other in terms of cryptocurrency, all of the other countries, everybody is unloading any amount of the US dollar right now that they can, because the people that we have in office right now have just absolutely annihilated the value of our dollar. And I believe it wasn't even like 10 years ago, the US dollar was one of the most valuable currencies in terms of trading.
Oh, now, I want to explain the government term. When the government says we're going to cut, when we're going to cut, so many percentages, it's not from the current. It's from the projected budget. So every time they talk about budget cuts, they're just talking about lower increases. They have never cut anything. They need to start cutting stuff, or we're going to have to take austerity measures like what Greece did.
Yeah.
Because our economy just can't handle this.
Kayla said she's waiting for your OnlyFans.
Right on, Kayla. Thank you.
I wanted to make sure I told you that before we carry on.
Well, because, I wanted to do
Kayla, stop. Just stop.
I wanted to do some
tasteful nudes. I know.
Yes.
Because I told you if you were to do nudes, they needed to be tasteful. But I don't think anybody wants to see you naked.
Well, right there is one person that says OnlyFans.
Mom, stop. Paul said we need to go back to making things in the U.S., and I agree.
We do.
Because I feel like that's so. It's a theme that's been around my entire life, is listening to adults talk about things not being made in the U.S. because of all the outsourcing to Mexico and Indonesia and China and India. And I feel like when all of our products and stuff were outsourced, the quality just went down.
Well, when Clinton said, we're going to change our economy from a producing economy to a service economy, I'm thinking, what the hell? I mean, it's great to have service, but you have to have production in order to support the service and vice versa. And that's when, we started making all of these trade agreements and all. So yes, we lost a huge amount of manufacturing. I don't know if people could remember back to when Walmart started. Everything that Walmart sold, or most of it, was in rows, made in the USA. And Walmart was a huge supporter of just buying and selling made in the USA goods. And that has changed. I don't know if that was after, Sam Walton, but now you don't see that. But Walmart used to promote buying the USA. Yes, we need to, open up our manufacturing base. We need to look into hydrogen vehicles, hemp batteries, hempcrete, hemp for fiber. This, if we want to do, stuff to fight climate change.
Yes.
Hemp.
Period.
It cleans the earth. It's wonderful.
Hemp pulls. If you plant hemp, a crop of hemp in a field that's had oil spilled in it, chemicals dumped in it, the hemp will pull all of those toxins out of the soil and clean the soil. Yeah,
just the biggest thing that we have to watch out is we got to keep government out of it. Let the industry go. Because, when we talk about the industry, we are talking about, construction, plastics, petrochemicals, fiber, We're talking all kinds of technology that can replace all of the pollutants that we're using.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a green form of growth. We can use it for energy. I mean, let us produce. Now that, they're trying to talk about separating out and making cannabinoids illegal.
Right.
And that would also include CBD.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There are so many people, since the 2018 Farm Act, there are so many people who have begun to benefit from the use of CBD.
Well, we've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much why we're still a company and we're still in business, because the products that we supply to people are quality, handcrafted products, for one. For two, it works. It's medicine. It's medicine that we should.
It's medicine.
Why?
Because we are not doctors. We cannot treat nor diagnose. So,
that doesn't. I feel like that. Wait.
These are remedies.
No, I feel like that doesn't mean we can't say that it's not medicine.
No, cannot.
I feel like we're not doctors.
But no, we can't. We cannot call it a medicine because that has FDA
trademarks,
ramifications. They actually have a definition, and if we do not fit that definition, which we do not, we cannot be called a medicine.
Jeez Louise.
We can be called a therapy. We can, be called other things, but medicine is not one of them.
That's ridiculous. Because
the FDA has even refused to call CBD a supplement. So you can't even use supplement.
So Kayla, by the way, I wanted to let you know, she said that she doesn't want to see you naked.
You're breaking my heart, Kayla. You're breaking my heart. I thought you were the start of an avalanche that would be saying yes, do it. And
I think it's been a long time since you've heard a woman say yes, do it to you. So
just a couple days ago.
Mom,
so
he's cheating on you. You heard it here first. And then Paul said we are one of the most oil-rich companies and pay people not to pump it. LOL.
Yeah, and see, that's the other thing. We've got to be all in on energy. And this is something I didn't understand when I was younger. I used to go to a lot of no-nuke, anti-nuke rallies, no nuclear energy. You know what? Now I'm seeing the absolute benefit of, green energy, which is, solar, wind, nuclear, petrochemical. Yes, we need all of these energy sources. The thing that we don't need is petrochemical plastics. We can do better. We can save our petrochemicals for what we need them for, energy, and we can use our hemp-based oil chemicals for manufacturing. So, that would be a cleaner waste product, cleaner entry raw product for manufacturing, and it would also lower our energy costs across the board. The other thing is we need to update our electrical grid.
Hi, Kathleen.
Our electrical grid, it sucks.
Yeah.
And, they build less power plants. The lines are aging. I mean, we can't even keep from getting brown and blackouts during, hot weather when everybody's running air conditioners and they want us to power more off of the electrical grid. It makes no sense whatsoever.
The power went out at work the other night or yesterday. Yesterday it did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
because of the heat.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
And little old people can't be in this heat.
But yeah, I mean, we've got to do something. Now, I understand if they said, okay, over the next 15 or 20 years, we are going to improve and redo our electrical grid, and then we're going to focus on electric vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
That would make perfect sense. Okay, we're going to, upgrade our electrical grid so we can handle all of this future consumption and be ready for it. But no, they're wanting to bring more onto the grid without improving the grid first. And, we're just asking for disaster.
Going back to the government, I think that they've gotten to a point where like they're all so old that they really don't care what they do with the planet or anything in general. Well, they're just focused on making things the way they want it for that time, like making it day by day, and making it pay by pay.
Yeah, it's even more than that. They don't live like us. They have never lived like us. We
live like rats compared to them.
They don't care. They don't have to live by the same standards of the laws that they're passing. They are a class above us. A very, very, very small handful of our representatives in Washington have ever lived like we live. And they show it because of their ignorant decisions. They listen to the money. They're more interested in who's paying for their campaign than who's voting for them. Yeah, you voted them. They're there. They'll be back in 2 or 4 years, whatever. But it's the people that are paying for the campaign. That's who they want to please. That's where their money's coming from. You're just keeping them there.
Jane said, do they establish cooling areas in those for those who don't have air conditioning when it gets hot?
Yeah, I think Terre Haute's opened up churches and
stuff
for cooling areas. Yes.
Yesterday wasn't the first time that the power has went out at work in this summer with all these heat waves that we've been having. And so the thing about elderly people also, because,
yes, tell me about our elderly
concern
people.
For elderly is after you get to a certain point, you have a third of the amount of nerve receptors as you had in your youth. And that's why the elderly are cold all the time, because a lack of sensory receptors. That's why most of the time elderly people want to keep their rooms warm. So like when the power goes out at my work, what we do,
everybody feels a lot better.
Well, they set up.
It's like, thank God I'm finally warm.
Areas. They set up cooling areas, but some of them are like, thank God I'm finally warm. Hi, Kristen. JR said, I'm still trying to figure out why these people keep buying electric cars. They're making my life hell. I hate working on them.
Because they don't like you, JR. And they're buying electric cars just for you. What have you done to these people to make them do this to you? That's my question.
But yeah, Paul also said my area has cooling stations for anybody. I'm sure because like we have homeless shelters and other stuff like that in Terre Haute, so I'm sure that they do set up like a cooling station. However, I do not utilize any of the cooling stations, so I am ignorant on the subject matter.
Is that why people ask me if I live in a terrarium?
You do. You do live in a terrarium. So, yeah. Because I like it. So, the temperature that I prefer is in between 70 and 72. Somewhere in between 70 and 72 is like the perfect temperature for me. Hi, Thomas.
Right.
In between 70 and 72. Your temperature is 75, which is like just enough for me to be uncomfortable.
That is good news.
And that is also why.
So if I turn it up a degree, will you spend less time here?
That's why I have a camper now, buddy.
Oh, all right.
And
76 it is.
I think that takes us to our next song.
Well, let's hear it.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
Then we're going to come back and talk about a new product.
Oh, goodness.
In the summer I started running from all I knew. In the evenings I started riding waves, crashing to you. So I held close, falling, falling. So I held close. In summer I started dancing, dancing past all I knew. And the nights were deep and liquid midnight. In the summer I started running from all I knew. In the nights I started singing songs of you. Falling, falling. So I held close, falling, falling. So I held close. In the summer I started dancing, dancing, dancing past all I knew. And the nights were deep and liquid midnight, liquid midnight, liquid midnight, liquid midnight, liquid midnight. In the summer I started running from all I knew. In the evenings I started riding waves, crashing to you.
Oh, there's multiple doctors.
Oh, so that messed with your mind?
Yeah, when I first started watching it back when it first started.
That kind of.
We're talking about Doctor Who.
We got into a conversation
So,
while the tunes were
why don't
playing.
you tell them who that tasty lick was just from?
That was Liquid Midnight Blue by Galaxy.
I tell you, great band, the synth pop. Can't wait to have them on. It's going to be a good time.
Hi, Captain Cough. Hi, Scott.
Namaste. Namaste. When I wanted to talk, I didn't want to talk about Doctor Who when we got back. I wanted to talk about a new product.
A new product?
Yes. Now, this is a prototype. This isn't the actual packaging it's going to be in, because it's going to be in our signature cobalt blue glass. But this is a sample, and it's similar bottle, but it'll be cobalt blue. Do you see what that is? Can you see that?
I can see that.
Now, great. Now you can show it to the other people.
I don't like you.
So, yeah.
Oh, it looks so good.
So since
this is my first time looking at it up close. I'm sorry, people. You're gonna have to wait a second. So what this is Master Roachee's Simply Simple Simple Syrup.
Yes. Say that 5 times fast. Oh, they can't see that.
Put your hand behind it. Back up a little bit. Good. Right there. Stop.
Right there.
Hold. Master Roachee Simply Simple Simple Syrup. Simple syrup.
What this is this is a simple syrup that contains THC and CBD. So it is this is for bars and restaurants and coffee shops.
Hold it up a little bit higher if you're trying to show them.
This size is 750 milliliter bottle. We are selling it in cases to bars, restaurants, and coffee shops. So you can go in and get a shot of this. And we also have a CBD only that does not have the THC in it. This is THC Delta 9. It's still legal under the 2018 Farm Act under 0.03% by weight. But this is wonderful.
Hi, Kyle.
A half ounce of this will give you 10 milligrams of CBD and 5 milligrams of THC. So you do a shot of this and you get 10 milligrams of THC, 20 milligrams of CBD, and that's like a 10 milligram edible.
Scott said, I own a mobile bartending business. I could have fun with that.
Scott, PM me. I'll get your information and we will get you set up. And the cool thing is, like I said, we have 2 versions of this. We have the THC infused version, and we also have a CBD only version, so you could serve virgin alcoholic drinks with CBD. And so yes, contact me and we'll get you set up. We're very proud. We've had this in the works for about 8 months. And we honestly just didn't know what we knew. It was great.
So what flavor is this one? Is this one's just regular simple syrup?
This is just regular simple syrup. You don't have to do anything. You can substitute this anytime you use simple syrup, and that's for baking. That is for
coffee.
For coffee, yes, for
Ooh.
coffee.
So you could put this in your coffee in the morning, get your day started.
Yes, you could.
Taking waking and baking to a whole nother level.
And we are coming out with a 10 ounce size that we'll be able to sell online, and I mean we can sell the 750 milliliter also online, but we package this primarily for the food and beverage industry.
I want to try it. We haven't tried it yet. We just got it. The prototype bottle. We just got this in the mail today, and we've been super hype all week because we knew it was coming.
Right.
I want to try it.
We'll have our no. Do not open that. We will have it in our blue bottles this week. So just think, I mean, this will look beautiful sitting right there along with your other drink bottles on your back bar or coffee bar.
Paul wants to know
our signature blue cobalt bottles.
Paul wants to know, would it work in nerd ropes? Like if you used it in cooking, would the THC be okay?
If you use my understanding, the way that this is supposed to be formulated, anytime you use a simple syrup, you can substitute this. So that's what we made it for. And if you use a simple syrup, then you should be able to substitute this for both effects.
Well, welcome in, Kyle.
Kyle.
Welcome to the show. He said, hello, never heard of you guys before. I'm following Master Roachee now. Shouldn't miss a live.
Namaste.
We're here every Thursday, and on Mondays we're here at 7:30.
Right on. And we were just talking about our newest product, our
Master Roachee Simply Simple Sip and Syrup. So when we were discussing names for this last week is when we were discussing names for this product. Then this is the only thing that I'm like somewhat disappointed about it with is because I said Master Roachee's Simply Simple Sip and Syrup, and it is Simply Simple Syrup. But I think Simply Simple Sip and Syrup sounds better. Hi, Tina!
I think it sounds like a lot to say. I just call it simple syrup. But yeah, anything you use a simple syrup for, you can use this. And this was specifically formulated not to hit you hard. This is for people that are kind of cannabis curious, kind of because this is the new trend in drinks, that they want to try it, but they don't want to get blasted. Plus, we don't want your patrons to be falling asleep at their table. So that's why we've set this up as a 5 milligram and 10 milligram suggested serving, up to a 10 and 20.
So I shouldn't drink the whole bottle.
No. But this is, this will be a nice blend. We got people that are looking at making a crossfade, which is alcohol and the simple syrup. And we're looking at people are wanting to do just the simple syrup with the THC and the simple syrup with the CBD. I mean, the possibilities are endless for anybody that's interested in this.
Scott said when you're mixing THC and alcohol, you don't need a ton of THC in the alcohol.
That's right. And that's why only 5 milligrams. We made this purposely at the microdose or lower dose level, because we're not here to get people messed up in an establishment. We're here to work with our friends in the food and beverage industry to make a unique, fun drink. But yeah, we're not looking, and we don't suggest people to mix heavy amounts of alcohol and THC. That's not good.
Scott said micro is way better.
Yep.
Yeah. I've got some of my more giggly highs that I've gotten were from micro doses of THC.
Yeah. And that's why we've decided to go this route. 5 milligrams, I feel is just right. That allows your patrons to have 3 or 4 drinks and enjoy themselves and get a nice buzz. And that's what we want.
I want a nice buzz. Buzz.
You just want a buzz.
All the time.
So let me
Steve Brown sounds like coffee time.
Right on. I didn't think about that, but a good friend of mine says, I just put simple syrup in my coffee this morning. It's like,
I mean, it makes sense because you could put a pump top on it, and a lot of people use the syrups in their coffee.
We actually have pump tops for our bottles.
Ooh.
We can if people want pump tops, we can provide pump tops. It'll be a little bit of a different, additional charge because these are reusable.
Right, the pump tops are reusable.
Right, or, you can buy them. And if you have an inexpensive place to pick up pump tops, then that's what I would do. But we can supply them,
I mean, it sounds like a good time. Making up, like, my mocha latte and throwing some of that in it.
Well, yeah, we're very excited. We were at Jay Gumbo's last Saturday night.
Yeah,
if anybody saw our kind of micro
our little blurbs.
But what got this all started was I was talking with the owner of Jay Gumbo's, and he was saying, we're thinking about doing, something like an infused drink or mocktails or whatever. And he said, I'm not sure, quite what to do or who to talk to. And I said, I can take care of you. And it's like, I never thought of this because we were always on, kind of a different path.
Scott would like to know real fast.
Sure, Scott.
Is it indica or sativa leaning?
It is. We've tried to make this as much as kind of a middle of the road hybrid. We didn't want to get too heady and we didn't want to get too bodied. So we kind of shot for a balance. But, it's going to depend on each person's chemistry. I think we hit it with the balance portion.
Right.
But, for some people, it may feel a little more sativa.
May feel a little bit more indica. But that's fair because I've had sativas that feel like indicas, and I've had indicas that got me, like, wired, like I have from certain sativas. I feel like it's all about.
Right.
It's all about how your body deals with.
Yeah, I would say it's probably a little bit more on the sativa side.
Thomas said we need some THC coffee shops in the Ozarks.
Right on. Again, if this is legal under the 2018 Farm Act. We're legal throughout the United States, and we will ship to any legal state.
Yes.
But yes, and this includes if they have a Delta 8 band, doesn't affect us because this does abide by the federal guidelines of 0.03%.
Yes.
By weight.
Hip hip, huzzah!
That is the key. By weight.
Hip hip, huzzah!
So yeah, and yep, huzzah! Huzzah! Well, enough of that. Does that bring us to another musical guest?
Yes, another musical guest.
Because right now you cannot find this on MasterRoachee'sGarden.com.
Yes, this product is not yet available on
Not yet.
MasterRoachee'sGarden.com.
Not yet available. Will become available soon in both the 750 milliliter and the 10-ounce size bottles, but not available yet. Only available to retail establishments.
Retail establishments, and if you own a small business, such as a coffee shop
Right.
or a bar.
That is a retail
Contact
that is a retail
Contact
business.
Master Roachee on Facebook. Send a private message to Master Roachee on Facebook, and you know we might send you a sample of Master Roachee Simply Simple Simple Syrup.
No, maybe we don't have any samples yet. So
I mean, we could make up samples.
yeah, but right now we do not. No samples for this product available yet, because it basically just takes the place of the simple syrup.
Scott said sativa is smart versus indica, especially if it's being used in establishments. And
Right.
he also said that he will message you later.
Very good, Scott. Look forward to it. All right. Where's our
Tasty
next tasty
licks.
lick? Come on.
Tasty licks.
Very slow.
What does it mean? You be the judge. Easy to come. I can tell by the vibration and the shape of your nose. The lovely little lady dancing was a Scorpio. I said, I'm pretty sure my Jupiter can jump with your son. She said,
I'm pretty sure that means we'll have a whole lot of fun. Scorpio and Gaga,
out on the scene.
Scorpio and Gaga,
What does it mean?
Scorpio and Gaga,
You be the judge.
Scorpio and Gaga.
Easy to come. Now the moment I was born, just beyond the horizon, the rising constellation was a Scorpio. I said, I'm pretty sure that means I'm coming into your sun.
I'm pretty sure that means we'll have a whole lot of fun. Scorpio and Gaga,
Out on the scene.
Scorpio and Gaga,
What does it mean?
Scorpio and Gaga,
You be the judge.
Scorpio and Gaga,
Easy to fun.
Scorpio and Gaga,
Easy to fun.
Scorpio and Gaga.
Easy to fun.
And we're back.
That was Scorpio A Go Go by Sir Deja Douge. Sir Deja Douge.
It sounds like something straight off the Dr. Demento show.
Well, I played that song tonight for you and Mom because you're both Scorpios and you both stay on my Capricorn nerves. They do.
Mm.
They do. Hello, Wayne Cruz. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Wayne.
evening.
Namaste. Namaste.
I always like to see Wayne in the chat.
I
like Wayne.
I do too. Well, I'm getting back to starting to practice guitar again.
I saw that. I came in. I don't remember what I was doing, but I came in here earlier and he was in here fiddling around.
Well, I've had a hell of a time because I messed up my picking hand. So I can no longer hold a pick. And it's also affected my finger style playing.
Mm-hmm.
So now I am trying to develop what they call a claw hammer technique. And
Claw hammer technique?
Yeah, and I've used it for some finger style rhythms, and it's used in banjo playing stuff. And it's basically these fingers here. So I am working on.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Well, it's.
I remember from when we had the banjo because a lot. So with banjo, you have to have the thumb pick and the finger pick if you don't have nails because you have to downstrum. You're picking. You're
Right.
picking. You know.
But it's learning to play lead lines with those three fingers. You know, it's the rhythm that we use for finger picking is pretty cool. Just using the 3-finger claw hammer style. But now I'm trying to figure out how to play lead lines.
Mike said you
with
need
it.
to get a robot hand.
I would love. I want 2 robot hands. I want Android hands. Yes.
Happy early birthday, Jane. Jane said, I'm a Virgo and my birthday is Sunday.
Ah, happy birthday.
Scott
Happy
said
birthday,
he is
Namaste.
also a Scorpio. No hate, Scott. It's just that y'all get on my nerves.
Lots of hate.
Y'all get on my nerves.
Lots of hate. What did I call you?
No hate. No hate. It's
hate
just y'all
land.
get on my nerves.
Hate land.
So there was a point in time where I did not believe in the astrology stuff. Like I didn't think. I was like, how could what star sign?
Kind of like me and ghosts.
Kind of, yes.
All right.
I was like, how could the sign you're under affect how you act and all that stuff? I just didn't really believe in it. But recently I've gotten more into astrology, and I think astrology is, if you watch it and you like, so I'm a really big people watcher. I pay attention to, like, not just people watching in a sense of like just watching what people do. Like, I observe people and their habits when I am around them for long periods of time. I observe, and
very observant.
So I saw what you did over there. And the thing about Master Roachee and Mama Roachee is, you look up how Scorpio acts and they both define it to a T. You just have to be around them long enough to listen to them and what they are doing.
We have our own manner of communication.
Yes, yelling.
Sometimes.
And the other thing about Scorpios is a Scorpio relationship is either just awesome, like amazing, like perfect relationship, everything works out, or the Scorpios are toxic to each other and they're like, and the problem is these two Scorpios, it's like they're both, but not all of the time. Like, sometimes when you guys are fighting, I see like the toxic side of what happens when you put 2 Scorpios together. And then like there are other times, like when we're out at the festivals and stuff and we're all having a good time and everything's like blending well, that the good Scorpio energy comes out and like everything's just good. But it's crazy. It's wild. Scott said Scorpios are fun a-holes. Facts. Indeed.
No hate. No hate within Hateland.
Hip hip huzzah. Hip hip huzzah. Mom said huzzah.
Mom said huzzah.
Scorpios are consistent. No. Y'all are wildin'.
Just a little passionate.
Y'all are wildin'.
Just a little passionate.
Aggressive passion. If it's good, it's good. If not, get the F out the way. Paul. And then I'm a Cap. I feel like I fully embody all of the good qualities of Capricorns.
Of course you do.
I don't have any negative qualities.
Oh, of course you don't. At least none that you would agree to.
I don't have any negative qualities. I'm the coolest person I know, bud. I am.
I don't think the kids think you're hip.
So are you ready for some uncomfortable moments yet or not?
Sure.
Are y'all ready for... Mom said huzzah.
Sure.
Are y'all ready for uncomfortable moments? Because I am. So I wanted to talk a little bit about grief.
About grief?
How you feel about grief?
Makes me sad.
Well, I feel like it makes everybody sad.
Well, then they're probably right.
So
how does grief make you feel?
I have a really hard time processing all emotions surrounding grief, whether that be grief caused by death or the death of other things, because I feel honestly like the pandemic messed up my brain and how I process grief. And I feel like a lot of healthcare workers can like relate to that because it the COVID-19 pandemic
Yes.
honestly was just it crazy, everybody acting crazy. And then on top of that, and I've just now gotten to the point where I've like actually started thinking and reflecting on like all my peoples that I loved that like passed away during the COVID-19 pandemic. So yeah, that there were just so many of my people that like ended up passing away in such a short period of time that like I feel like it warped the way that my brain processes death and grief in general. It's almost like it accelerated the grieving process for me.
Well, having dealt with a lot of death of people I knew and people I didn't know, uh, I've found myself, and I think this is all rooted in your beliefs on how you deal and see uh, death and grieving. I see us as spiritual energy, everything. Uh, whatever you call it, we're energy. Energy moves on. This is a temporary vessel.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that with animals and other things. It's, I hate to see, and I'm sad when they die and I no longer have their companionship.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, I don't really dwell on the grief because I know that their energy has moved on to where I have no idea.
Well, like not even like just the death part of grief, because grief can be found in other places as well. As you know, they don't know, but I guess I can tell them now. I recently ended a 10-year relationship, and freshly single. And this is part of the reason why I wanted to talk about grief, because I am having a hard time learning about myself and being myself without somebody else.
Yeah. And well, first I'd like to say I grieve more for the living
Mm-hmm.
than I grieve for the dead.
I can relate to that.
But what you're experiencing, yes, is grief, it's growth, it's discovery, it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because you and Luke moved in together when you were quite young.
Mm-hmm.
You never had a chance really to develop as yourself. And this, yes, and I had a kind of a similar experience when I got out of the Army.
Right.
Because it was the first time that I was actually on my own out and freshly out of the Army. That's why I had so many problems because I didn't know who in the hell I was.
I have found myself questioning who I am a lot, and I feel like I'm definitely still in the grieving process. I know I went through the process of ending my relationship took a while, and I did go through the different phases of grief during that process, leading up to the eventual end. However, sometimes I still do find myself like in the active grieving process again. Like sometimes those feelings pop back up, whether it be anger or bargaining or any of those feelings. They have been coming back up. It's like my grieving process, and that's why I brought up death as well, because it was a death. It was the death of a relationship.
Right.
I mean, we're still friends, but like the togetherness of the relationship has ended, and my grieving process is just wonky because I got to the point where I was at acceptance, but like I said, all these different parts keep popping up.
So for our audience that doesn't know, I know you're telling everybody, Caitlin, this is her first breakup, her real first true breakup in her life. She's been with the same boy since she was 14 years old.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So grieving is tough.
Yeah, and this is natural,
Mm-hmm.
but it's yes, you lost something. You lost something that was very special and you know, part of half of your life.
Yes.
But now you're going to get something even more special. You're going to find out who you are, and it's going to be hard. And you are going to continue to have those bouncing back of different feelings in that process.
So, like, in times when you guys have went through the grieving process, have you found yourself, like, and I'm not just talking, like I said, I'm not talking specifically about death. I'm just talking about the grieving process in general, because we go through the grieving process with different
everything.
things. Yeah. So, have you guys found the patterns where, like, after you have met acceptance, coming back to different areas in the grieving process?
Well, yeah, I am.
I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go out of the room.
I was driving home, and I thought, oh, I saw something new that was interesting. I thought, oh, I need to call mom and dad and tell them about this, ask them if they've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it hit me again. They had passed away 12 years ago, but and then I got sad for a while because it was one of those things. Oh, I need to call them. It's like, well, I really can't. But it happens, and that's been quite a while.
Right.
So it never totally goes away. I mean, I still think of my girlfriend who we only went together for a couple of years in high school, and kind of have a what if on that. It goes back to different things, and it's something that is going to help you make you who you are, but it's never going to actually leave your life. And that's what acceptance is. It's there, but it's not affecting you.
It's there. I'm aware it's there.
Right.
I'm mentally and emotionally taking care of the fact that it's there, but I'm not allowing it to affect me as I move through.
Right. Acceptance is not forgetting. Acceptance is just that, accepting and just allowing it to be there without affecting you as much as you can.
Right. Wayne said, I lost my mother and father, and I've been grieving for the last 4 years. I have gone through the full cycle, but not in order. I take my hat off to those of you who are grieving.
Yes, namaste. And our heart goes out to you. It's difficult, and it's something you never wish anybody can go through, and it's so hard to talk to somebody, whether it's a friend that's experienced this or it's you. It's hard to talk either way. You don't know what to say to a friend, and you don't know what to say back to somebody. How much do you say? It's a tough spot, grief. Tough spot.
Wayne said, I would like to share something with you. What got me through dark times. Some people look to the dark skies and look for rain and thunder and lightning. Others look to the sky knowing that tomorrow there is going to be rainbows. Sister, don't judge the day by the rainbow.
Yeah,
and then Scott said, the sky can't always be blue. Everything needs rain. It's a balance you just need to adjust to. They're both healthy.
Exactly. It's all about balance. You're going to have, great times. You're going to have sad times, but it's necessary. The pain is.
I don't think it's so. I haven't really necessarily been dealing with pain. The main emotions that have been really that I've struggled with are I feel displaced. I feel extremely displaced.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big one, is the displacement. And then also not knowing how I feel. So a while back I told you, I like identifying my emotions so I could understand them more and learn how to deal with them by identifying them when they come to me. And so like one of my bigger problems is I haven't really been having a bunch of emotions. And I know that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing either. I feel like I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Well, I think you mean that you're kind of putting yourself in a shell.
It's not like so much a shell. It's just I kind of, and this goes along with grieving. I feel like too is I just right now, and especially since it's so fresh, I kind of feel lost. And part of it is because I don't know who I am. I know what I want to do. But I don't know who I am, what direction I'm going in. Like I'm lost. I'm lost right now.
Well, maybe we can help you find some direction, but it's a discussion that you're going to need to have with, friends and family. It's also a chance for you to really decide where you want to be,
Right.
what you want to do, because you're a clean slate. You can be and you can do anything. You do not have to accept whatever. So this is a perfect starting point. We talk about a 10-year plan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just have the ultimate ability to start a 10-year plan. Decide where you want to be and what your life is going to be in 10 years and start moving towards it. And I would say in 5 to 8 years, you will achieve every bit of it, if not more.
Scott said, this is your opportunity to see your future goals.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. This should be a time of excitement and celebration and exploration.
I'm sorry to hear that, Autumn.
Yes.
I was reading Josh's comment. He said, I was in a relationship for 9 years, married for 7 of them, but it took a while. But I feel better mentally and physically today than I ever have. I had to find the light in myself instead of relying on other people.
That's it.
So, like, part of it is I never really lost my light. It's like I still have my light, I feel like. But I don't know. It's like I'm directionless. I feel directionless at the moment. And like I know what I want to do with my life. Like I said, it's just at the moment I feel directionless.
Right.
And there's like
you
a
don't
little
take
bit
direction very well.
and there's like a little bit of like helplessness entwined in that because of how the world is right now. And everything else that is going on because like we had discussed or I had discussed possibly is he out?
Well, for a minute.
I had discussed possibly buying a house rather than, moving into your guys' backyard. And just with the market the way that it is, it was impossible for me to even try to come up with a plan for buying a house.
And you know what? It's not a bad thing. Because right now, the last thing you need to do is buy a house. You need to have the freedom and flexibility, especially right now, to decide, where, what, when, you're going to, if this company continues to grow, we're probably not going to stay in this area. So you don't want to get tied down to a house to try to sell it and just wait, see how things progress, move forward. And, with your education, now you're back in school.
Yep.
And, focus on the studies, get that. Do some reading, do some thinking, listen to some books on tape. Spend some time by yourself to get to know you.
Right. Well, and that's part of what is making it hard is so I've been thinking about like what I like to do for fun. what I like to do for fun. And like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what I like to do for fun. For so long, I was so caught up in taking care of another person and making sure that our life together was successful that it was like I forgot to take care of myself and check in with myself and make sure I was happy and doing what I needed to do to ensure that I was good.
Number one, you can never rely on somebody else to make you feel good or worthy. You have to hold that intrinsically, and that's hard. That's hard to do. But you can't count on it.
Right. So, hold on.
Yes.
Whew. Bean, hold still. Josh said, I started with the small things that I used to find joy in before I was in a relationship, such as drawing and growing things. I stopped during the relationship, and it guided me down the path of finding myself again. That's sound advice.
You used to enjoy music.
Yeah, I know, and I was so excited the other day when we were me and Jamie and Aaron were unpacking my stuff, and I pulled out my ukulele, and it was in tune. I was so heckin' happy that my ukulele was still in tune.
Yeah, but we got to talk about the condition of the guitars.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's only really the condition of one of the guitars. Just one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the other two are fine. They stayed in their cases.
That one didn't.
Listen, there was comeuppance, okay?
That one didn't. I gave you a gig bag with that one, too.
I know. Well...
And that was a very nice guitar.
Listen, if you understood the situation I was in...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll let it pass. I can clean it up and...
I can clean it.
Fix it.
It not broke, did it?
I think I'm going to put some flat wound strings on that.
Flat wound strings?
Mm-hmm.
Are those easier to play because they're flat?
Well, no, they have just a different feel and sound to them.
Oh.
But originally, when the Stratocasters came out, they had flat wound strings on them. And they kind of give it, I love them. I love the feel of flat wound strings. Very nice for sliding and all. Very, very smooth strings. Do you have another song for us?
I have one more song.
Well, why don't we hit this, because you kind of dropped a Debbie Downer on the show.
I told you it was going to be uncomfortable.
Let's take a song break and come back. Maybe.
It's just going to take a second because I got bean in my lip.
Oh. There we go.
Don't you feel right, baby? Hey. your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love. 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 Hey, hey. What's no matter what you feel right? Don't you feel right, baby? Hey, oh yeah. Get it from the main vine. All right. Come and get your love. Come and get your love. Come and get your love now. Come and get your love. Come and get your love. Come and get your love now. Come and get your love. Come and get your love. Come and get your love now. Come and get your love. Come and get your love. Come and get your love now.
That was Come and Get Your Love, a cover by Mike Q-Ball Houlihan.
Beautiful person, fantastic musician. Always love playing. I'll tell you, that's probably my favorite version of that song.
I love you too, Jane.
Just love it. Love it. Always makes me feel good listening to that.
I love the video, Mom. I don't know. Mom said it's a good song, but a bad video. I think the video's just fine.
I think the video's great.
I think the video's rocking.
Yeah, I dig
Sex
the video.
sells, okay? Hello, Cosmo. Welcome in, buddy.
Hey, namaste, Cosmo. Namaste. Thank you for joining us this evening. But yeah, we've got all kinds of cool stuff going on. Check us out at the Little Bean Farmers Market in West Chicago this weekend. Going to be a great time. Labor Day weekend. Big happenings at Tabapalooza in Tuscola, Illinois. 3-day music event is going to be fantastic. It's got food trucks, vendors, just an absolute ton of bands. Going to be a great, great time. So check out Tabapalooza. We'll be putting out more information on that also, and on the Little Bean Festival Saturday. And then we've got even more stuff coming up, but we'll just take it a couple of weeks at a time.
Yeah, we're trying to take it month by month, month by month.
Lot of good stuff coming up. The St. Louis Cannabis Expo will be at. We'll be at the Missouri Cannabis Cup. And we'll have several little other events in between, I'm sure. Oh, also, not ruling out, not ruling in Virginia. So hopefully we can make that. It just depends on how we do the next couple of weeks. And if we do well, then we will be in Virginia.
We're going to make it to Virginia?
I hope so. It really just depends. We've got a lot of people that are very interested in the simple syrup, and if we do well there, then I think we'll make it to Virginia. Just depends. That's business.
That's showbiz, baby.
That's just business. But yeah, well, I think we've. We're setting up some nice appointments in Chicago for our simple syrup.
Simply Simple Sip It Syrup?
Yes, have some establishments in Chicago that are interested in it. And hopefully we'll have some interest in Kansas City and St. Louis. What do you think?
I'm excited. Bean, you're on camera. Smile.
Would you like to say goodnight, Kate?
Yeah.
You guess.
Steve said I would love to try some of that in my coffee.
Oh, yes. I'm trying to keep Caitlin out of it.
Yeah, he hasn't even let me try it.
And I haven't even let her try it.
Rude.
No, I haven't. So say goodnight, Kate.
Good night, fam.
And as always, we want to see you on Monday nights with Master Roachee and Caitlin.
At 7:30.
7:30. Put something positive in your Monday. Join us then. Until then, peace, love, good vibes. Good night, all.